The extraordinary life and legacy of Steve Jobs. In the world of technology and innovation, few names shine as brightly as Steve Jobs. The co-founder of Apple Inc., Jobs wasn't just a businessman, he was a visionary who revolutionized the way we interact with technology. Today, we'll take a journey through the extraordinary life of Steve Jobs. Stephen Paul Jobs was born on February 24, 1955, in San Francisco, California. He was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs, a humble and hard-working couple who lived in Mountain View, California. Little did anyone know, this adopted child would grow up to change the world. Jobs showed an early interest in electronics and gadgets. Growing up in Silicon Valley, he was surrounded by innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. His father, Paul, taught him how to work with his hands, sparking an early fascination with building and understanding machines. In high school, Jobs met Steve Wozniak, a fellow tech enthusiast who would later become his business partner and co-founder of Apple. Their shared passion for technology laid the foundation for a lifelong partnership. After briefly attending Reed College in Oregon, Jobs dropped out, searching for deeper meaning and purpose. He traveled to India, experimented with Zen Buddhism, and sought inspiration wherever he could find it. In 1976, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne founded Apple Computer in Jobs' family garage. The Apple I, their first product, was a simple circuit board designed by Wozniak. Jobs' role? To sell the vision. Jobs was a masterful marketer and communicator. He convinced investors, employees, and customers that Apple wasn't just selling computers, it was creating tools to empower the individual. The Apple II, launched in 1977, became a massive success. It was one of the first personal computers to appeal to everyday consumers, cementing Apple's place in the tech industry. By 1984, Apple was riding high with the launch of the Macintosh. Jobs introduced it with a now iconic Super Bowl commercial and a dramatic unveiling. The Macintosh's graphical user interface and mouse were groundbreaking. But behind the scenes, tensions were growing. Jobs' demanding and sometimes abrasive management style led to conflicts with Apple's board and then CEO John Sculley. In 1985, Jobs was ousted from the company he co-founded. Undeterred, Jobs founded Next, a computer company focused on high-end workstations. At the same time, he acquired a small graphics company called Pixar, which would go on to redefine animated films with hits like Toy Story *. In 1996, Apple acquired Next, bringing Jobs back to the company. Under his leadership, Apple transformed. With the launch of the iMac in 1998, Apple re-emerged as a tech powerhouse. Steve Jobs had a knack for knowing what people wanted before they knew it themselves. He introduced the iPod in 2001, revolutionizing how we listen to music. Then came the iPhone in 2007, a device that combined a phone, an iPod, and an internet communicator. The iPhone didn't just change smartphones, it redefined how we live, work, and connect with the world. In 2010, Jobs introduced the iPad, proving once again that he could create entirely new categories of technology. His ability to integrate design, technology, and usability set Apple apart. Behind the scenes, Jobs faced a personal battle. In 2004, he was diagnosed with a rare form of pancreatic cancer. Despite his illness, he continued to work tirelessly, overseeing Apple's most ambitious projects. In August 2011, Jobs resigned as CEO of Apple, passing the baton to Tim Cook. On October 5, 2011, Steve Jobs passed away, leaving behind a legacy of innovation and creativity. Jobs once said, "The people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do." Through his relentless pursuit of perfection, Steve Jobs did just that. Steve Jobs was more than a businessman or inventor. He was a storyteller, a dreamer, and a pioneer. His work continues to inspire generations, reminding us all to stay hungry and stay foolish.